What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome to another episode in my path to power. Before we get started, if you guys are looking to purchase some FIFA Ultimate Team coins, check out FUT Coin Emporium. They're cheap, quick, and reliable. Their links will be in the description down below. So we are exactly, 8 days away from next gen Legends, and I finally had a look through all of the Legends cards, and oh my word, do they look tasty. This is going to be, for me, it's going to be a needed boost to FIFA. And how about this for a bit of luck from Mayuka on the screen? It was a fantastic chop the first time, and if he'd taken it on with his right foot, chances are he would have buried it, but instead it just turns into this absolute mess, and I don't even know what else to call it other than a mess. That somehow finds its way into the back of the net. This guy, though, if you saw his team at the beginning, I was worried. BPL silvers are always just ridiculously strong. A little bit of luck and fortunate, circumstances go my way. Diego, much better than, what was his name? Cisse, I believe, Sissoko, the Ivory Coast left mid in the French League One. Diego is just much more of an attacking threat with the ball at his feet. So I managed 2 early goals, and generally when I get those early goals, I'm feeling pretty good about things. How about that for a ball from Fabian Delph? And Kenwyne Jones is a silver that I will need to, or I want to get my paws on. Traditionally a gold player in the past few FIFAs. He's made it all the way down. Well, I guess that's not really making it. He's fallen all the way down to a silver in this year's FIFA, but he looks to have kept many of the same traits that make him a very strong player. Kenwyne Jones plays through Tete. I thought that was an unlucky goal to concede because I brought my keeper out, and rather than making himself big, he just laid down, and you'll kind of see it. That's the keeper AI is always one of those things on FIFA that everybody's going to have their own opinion about it. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it does not. I'm going to bring in Nelson Oliveira for Benzia right here, and I just wanted to show you the throw out. This is my own fault. I threw this game away on 2 turnovers. Lovely finish from Kenwyne Jones. I will be getting my hands on him. Maybe not directly for Path to Power, but on my main account, he was such a handful to try to corral this game. I don't know what his pace, what his stats are, but he looks to be one of those silver players that probably plays like a gold and is very, very difficult to deal with. He had a hand in every one of the goals, and he's eliminated us from the cup. I was a bit bummed about that, but it's also, I wasn't super bummed. You can see the match stats on the screen right there. It was pretty even. I definitely had some chances. I had the possession, I had an advantage in possession, but you can see where his shots are from. Not one inside my 18-yard box, and all of mine are in that nice little pocket where I always work it right on into, and he only had 8% possession in my final third. So it was one of those where it was a game that I felt like it was winnable. I made 2 mistakes. It's on me for losing that game, and sometimes I guess we all just have to go back and reflect and take a look and be like, oh man, this one, it's not just FIFA nonsense. I got a little fortunate with my goals as well. I gave up some really, really simple goals, and I decided it would be time to sell on the silver team. Now, if you guys tuned in for my last episode, you'll know that I am working on learning the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. It's a formation that I use a lot in head-to-head, and I find it really, really good in head-to-head, but I'm unable to translate it well to Ultimate Team, and I think it has to do with how counter-happy Ultimate Team is. Now, what I'm referring to is that we really look at the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. You have one central defensive midfielder, and I decided to sell on my gold team as well. I just decided it was time for things to change ahead of the Legends cards coming out. Now, one thing with the Legends cards, I will be selling everything before the Legends cards drop in packs. Why? Because the market is going to tank. There will be oodles and so many packs open with these Legends cards that all gold players will undoubtedly drop in price, at least for a little while. Now, some of them will go back up and recover, but many of them will go down. I thought, hey, you know what, Bundesliga, I could be on board with that. Threw a bid on Aubameyang, didn't get him. Instead, I built this team, and I'll go back to the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. I haven't forgotten that, even though I'm on a tangent here. But this is the team I built. It's a little bit of a hybrid, or Bundesliga, Liga BBVA-ish hybrid side. Now, Vela's only on 6 chem in this first match. I decided I'd play a single match to see how the team played, see if I liked it, before switching him out for, I cannot remember what the German, Eber maybe? the right mid from the BBVA, who has really actually quite nice, well-rounded stats, but he rounds out the team nicely. I got the informed Giovanni Dos Santos for around 30k, Benzema for around 20k, Marine for 700 coins, Vela 2,000, Khedira 900, Afellay 500, Jordi Alba I think was about 5,300, and I can't remember what I paid for all the Bundesliga defenders, but the reason I went for the Bundesliga defenders is and Khedira. Khedira has a medium-high work rate, meaning he should be tracking back on defense more often than not, rather than getting forward. And he's a big guy. I was hoping he would essentially take up just a lot of space in the middle of the park. And that's my issue with the 4-1-2-1-2, is that central defensive midfielder, if they are not, at least in my experience, like a bigger, bulkier player, you get countered so easily because of the pace of Ultimate Team and the type of players that people prefer on Ultimate Team. Because FIFA can be made to be a pace-based game, if you do not have, or it just becomes very difficult to play possession when you have two just lightning quick central midfielders that are buzzing around trying to intercept that pass. Now, it's not to say it's not a fine style or a fine way to play, but this is just one of the differences in Ultimate Team and head-to-head. Head-to-head, you are able to play. It just feels like there's a lot more space out there on the pitch because the gameplay is a bit slower. You can play more of that possession style, or things kind of along those lines. He pauses the game right here, or something happens after I score that goal, but he's gone. He's out. And I am thinking, okay, this team's fine, but I'm going to go out and I'm going to pick up, I believe it's Bear. Yeah, it is Bear. And pick him up. We're going to bring him in to play our right-sided spot. He'll be on the perfect 9 chem, at least for the time being. All these guys will go up to 10 chem. Either if I were to get a German manager with the BBVA ties, they'd go up right away. But because Joachim Low is the only one out there who I could do that, and he's going for like 5,000 or 6,000 coins in that sort of setup, I just was not interested in doing that for the time being. Head on into, I believe we're in seasons. This guy, really nice 4-3-3 side. And I knew I'd have my hands full. Again, it's that big, pacey midfield that is just so easy to counter against. Fellaini gonna nod one home. Not much you can do. I kind of brought my keeper out into no man's land right there. So a bit on me for not really, okay, you're gonna bring him out. You can see on the replay. Am I gonna bring him out all the way? Am I gonna stop? I realized I wouldn't get there late and he starts to go backwards. Bit of a fail on my part. Now we're a little bit later on, but this is one of those, if you make one mistake in the 4-1-2-2, like with your midfielders getting them out of sorts, you are going to get instantly countered. Now attacking, it's very good because you have that attacking midfielder that will sit in behind the strikers or make through runs just like Marine right there. Cross in Benzema, a little fortunate on the deflection. I'll take it regardless. 16th minute, that is a goal. So attacking, it's very good. Now, I wish that on Ultimate Team, and I don't think they can put new formations in the game. Actually, this year, it'd be really easy to put new formations in the game. So EA, let's get some more formations. There are a bunch of them in head-to-head that I'd still like to see in Ultimate Team. That can't be that hard because it's not like you have to program formation cards into the game. You just have to add the formation to your options and then essentially, I guess, let the game know that the chemistry styles, or the chemistry based on their position should work, but that shouldn't be that hard. If there was a 4-1-3-2 formation, so you'd have your CDM, but rather than your attacking mid, you'd have your center mid, I would be all about that life, all about that hype, because it would allow for more well-rounded possession play. 4-1-2-1-2 forces you to play quickly. It forces you to play a very fast-paced style, and I don't necessarily think I like that. So I am not sure whether or not I will be sticking with that in the future, but I am going to try to work it out because I know this is a formation that many of you guys play, and I'm essentially trying to build my repertoire of formations that I can play comfortably. So that is where we are going to close out this episode. If you guys did enjoy it, a like or thumbs up would be very greatly appreciated. Other than that, I'll be looking forward to possibly doing a stream later today. Stay posted to my Twitter to know when. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.